I did. Oh, well, look. Hey, y'all. I am popping on here. Nobody knows that I'm on. I was trying to, once again, go live on Instagram, but I'm only popping on here for a minute. Y'all see, I ain't even dressed to broadcast. uh, what is this? This is an example. Click on whatever. What is going on with this? That shouldn't even be on here. Something's going on with the live. I don't know what's going on with the live, but anyway, that shouldn't even be on here. That's crazy. Okay, it was just showing something. I know you guys probably y'all don't know that I'm on. I don't know if anybody's gonna get on this late. I'm kind of fooling around with some stuff to see if anybody's gonna get on because I'm really popping on here to tell you guys about class and stuff in the morning. I didn't send out an email, so I was just popping on here. Hey, Romeo. I didn't know. I said, I don't know if anybody's gonna even know I'm here. Hey, Alexis. Y'all see I ain't dressed to broadcast. I just gonna put a hat on and jumping on here. This doggone, I'm so fed up with oh, there you go. Now it's working. Jeez, Instagram works me. It's always late. Hey, Pastor Dorothy. Hey, Kay, how are you? I'm just on here. I just threw a hat on and said, let me jump on here right quick and remind folks about class. How have you guys' week been? I had like a really busy work week. I'm getting ready to open up some stuff that I wanted to talk about right quick. I enjoyed you yesterday. I made it, Kay. I made it to a quick word with Reverend Kay. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the screen right now because I'm doing something. I'll be looking at the screen in a second. But I said I'm gonna put in a alarm on my phone. I said, that's it. That is it. Let me pull something up. I said, I am going to put an alarm on my phone so I can catch you because so many times, Kay, I miss you. And I'm like, this is crazy. So I said I wanted to catch you last night. You said you're at work and you get off at 5:30. Oh, you work nights, Romeo? You working nights apparently. What time do you go to work? You said I thought you were jumping on the prop side. No, I was not. But I said, look, this don't make no sense that every time, excuse me, I get ready to go and watch you, I done missed you or I done forgot. So I put an alarm in my phone. You start at 7? Romeo, you start at 7 in the evening, get off at 5. Oh, that's 10 hours, right? Yeah. That's 10 hours because 7 to 3 is 8. What are you working? 4 10s? Hey, Kim. I'm just on here quick, y'all, and I'm not even going to leave this up probably a couple of hours. That's it. I was on here to try to remind all of you, any of you guys that watch the replay, class in the morning. So I'm on here really, just to talk about class. Prophecy 100, and then the intermediate class. You said yes, you work 4 10s. Okay, gotcha. You have to be. You get off at 5 in the morning. I don't know how you can do it, Romeo. I'd be asleep. I'd be gone by 3. 3 o'clock. I'm out of there. 2 3. I'm out of there. Hey, Renee. Good to see you, hon. I'm just on here right quick to go over some announcements. So, class in the morning, y'all. Here's the thing. People have been getting confused because I got 3 classes going now at the same time, which is kind of, I didn't mean to do that. But the class of the prophet, intermediate level, you guys that are in it, hey, Anaya, you guys that are in it, Monday is your last class. You're done. And I really blessed you because you had like 9 classes and you were only supposed to have 6. And so Monday is your 9th class and you are finished. You will be doing your final. I have already just about wrapped up putting it together, 35 multiple choice questions. Okay. So in the morning, Prophecy 100 people, 9 a.m. Central. And then intermediate level people, the new crop of people that are taking the next rollover intermediate class, starting over 11 a.m. Central. So that's 10 o'clock Eastern, because I got some Eastern people in it, Eastern time people. And I have people from Ohio in the class. I'm like, all right. And they're Eastern time. So that's 12 o'clock for the intermediate level people. So yeah, Anaya, here you go. You're gonna have a full day because you're in both classes. That's like awesome. I'm gonna go over all the answers in the morning for both assessment tests. There's some of you, I'm only going to leave this up for a couple of hours tonight, and then I'm going to take it down. If there's some of you that were in the class, well, registered for the class and forgot when it started, because there's some of you that have paid and haven't been to class yet. And I said, they have forgotten that class started September 7th. So, a couple of you, I know who you are, and I mailed you the assessment test. And you were supposed to take it with us all at the same time. 65 minutes. It's a time test for 65 minutes, but I just said I'll make sure that you're, on your honor, Scout honor, that you're only doing 65 minutes at home, and then you are turning it in. So in the morning, we're going to go over all the answers. I already sent them back and graded them, and we'll discuss it. And then we're going to jump right into your first class session. That's for both sets of classes. That's for the beginners and the intermediate. We're going to go right into session 1 tomorrow. So I just wanted to remind everybody quickly, and to remind you that Monday night, I will not be on Monday Night Live again. I will be doing the class, the intermediate level final. You'll be taking your final. Hey, Tarkisha. See you in the morning, Tarkisha. That's what I'm on here to remind you guys, class in the morning. Plus, some of y'all they got crazy with that question that I posted about why men don't open doors. Didn't you say something, Romeo? You said something on that, didn't you? Because I put on there, I didn't say all men. I said, why is it that most men don't go around and open the door for a woman to get out the car? Because I can't tell you how many times I've kind of like felt so uncomfortable sitting in the car, wondering, is he going to walk around and let me out? And they'd be like, what are you sitting in the car for? And so I put that up on my Facebook page. 149 people have hit it. The last time I checked, 149 comments, but some people were kind and some people were not kind. I know, Delilah, some people were not kind. Well, this one woman, I looked at it this morning, I read and she had cussed. I said, oh my God. Some people was mad. Some people wrote a book and I'm like, oh my God. And then some people would just do a one-liner. Some people got smart. Other people were, kind. It was a whole bunch of different responses. It was interesting. It was entertaining. Kay, you said weren't raised well. I remember the very first time I saw a guy get out the car and go around and let the woman out was when I was like in my 20s. That's how long ago it was. And I was at work one morning and I got out the car and was walking in, but I was walking in behind the car, in front of me. And I saw him as I was walking up go around and let her out. And when she got out, he kissed her and then she went on in the building. And I said, oh, wow. I said, he let you out the car. And she said, yes, ma'am. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I just got out and my guy just drove off. So I just thought about that because, with some of the dates that I've been on and stuff, I'm like, everybody's different. I remember, hey, Rebecca, I remember one guy, soon as we would pull up in the parking lot and he put the car in park, he would reach over and tap me and say, stay here till I let you out. Because I was so used to jumping out. And so then I knew that that's, the way we rolled. But I just threw that out there just to see what questions I would get. I mean, what answers I would get to the question. And then there's times too, like, I don't think a woman should ever have to pump her gas if a guy is in the car. I don't think a woman should ever have to take her groceries to the car if a man is with her. I mean, there's some things I don't think a woman should ever have to do. And to me, if you're married, I don't think you should ever have to wash your car or fill it up with gas. I feel like your husband should do that. Call me old fashioned. Hey, I'll take it, whatever. But yeah, I ain't trying to be equal to no man. I'm not. No, no, ma'am. You said, I'm telling you, your post alerted me to the level of bitterness, disappointment, and anger that many have not let go of. Yes, Delilah. It was surprising. I mean, some of the stuff, hey, I already said hi to that person. Some of the stuff that was coming out, I'm like, ooh, like, gee whiz. Um, you said great boundaries, keep them. Yeah. Tarkisha, very true. My husband does it all the time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you're married, your husband should make sure your car is full of gas. He should make sure your tires are good. You know, he should make sure your car is in working order. Hey, Apostle Pat, it's good to see you, hon. You said you're old fashioned. Yeah, please. Hey, son, it's good to see you, Adam. So I feel like the man should, the husband or the fiance, whatever, should wash your car for you. I mean, you shouldn't have to do none of that stuff. So it was, hey, Christina, that's why it was so interesting to see all of those responses. But I was just popping on here, y'all, to remind you guys of the classes that, especially those people that might forget that they're supposed to be in class in the morning. And I mean, like, for some of you that don't know anything about the classes, Apostle Pat, it's your birthday? Oh my God, I feel bad. I didn't know it was your birthday. That's one thing I don't do is I don't go on a whole bunch of pages on Facebook. So I missed that. Happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday, Apostle Pat. Did you do anything special? But anyway, those of you that don't know about the classes, they just started on September the 7th, which was last week. I have let people. Happy birthday, Pastor Dorothy. Wow. You said at this time of generation, sad to say, only few men were gentlemen now. Yeah, you back to the other thing. I'm gonna pop back on that in a minute. But yeah, Joseph. But anyway, September 7th is when the classes started. Second class is tomorrow. Hey Cheryl, I have let people jump in on the class late. Because like the other class that's ending on Monday night, because you guys know I'm not doing, hey Teresa, I see you in class in the morning. I'm not doing Monday Night Live because I'm doing the final for Teresa, for your sister Kim. Kim, I know you're on here. So y'all taking your final, and it's not going to be hair raising. Like I said before, it's multiple choice. Okay, you said, I'm telling you now. My birthday is September 25th. Right, I'll try to remember. I'm going to put it in my phone. All right, Tarkisha, the 29th, all these September birthdays. My daughter's birthday was September 1st. But yeah, so anyway, you got to take an assessment test, okay? So let me give you like an example of some of the questions that are on the class of the prophet, the assessment test. This is for intermediate level. So when the first day of class, you're going to have 50 questions. You're going to have 65 minutes to do the test. You're going to turn your cameras off and go to wherever you want to go in your house and work on your test. And then you put all the answers in an email and return it back to me. So I'll give you some examples on the intermediate level, like name 3 watchman duties of the house prophet. That's one question. Was King Jeroboam an evil king or a righteous king? In hierarchical order, who is first and who is second between a bishop and an apostle? Mordecai and Esther were family. How were they related? I was surprised how many people got that wrong. Let me see. After fleeing the destruction of Sodom, Lot's daughters took advantage of their drunken father and had sex with him. What are the names of the 2 nations born through these daughters? Now listen, what I tell everybody, I said, okay, it's open book. Hey, Pastor Tish, it's open book, and you can use all kind of references to get the answers, but you cannot use Chat GPT or AI or Google, because you can put in Google who was the first king of Israel, and you can't do that. So you need to be using your own acumen, and you can go in the Bible, you can go in your commentary, references, stuff like that. But don't be going on. And I would even allow you to do Wikipedia, which is almost as bad as using Google. But I don't want you to Google it. I don't want you to do AI. I mean, you could go to Chat GPT and say, what race was Bathsheba, and it would give you an answer, which is one of the questions, by the way, on I think on Prophecy 100. But so yeah, that's like an example of the assessment test for the intermediate class. And like for the beginner class, let me give you some of those so you kind of get this. I don't know why I'm just doing this. For the beginner class, they're easier. So I would hope that, there wouldn't be as much angst about these. Like, for instance, what was the prophetess name in the book of Judges? How many days in the wilderness did Satan tempt Jesus? This is Prophecy 100. These are things that you should know. You should have an adequate knowledge of the Bible if you're called to the office. Who was the first king of Israel? One of King David's sons attempted to strip him of the throne. What was the son's name? This is Prophecy 100. Who ordered the beheading of John the Baptist? Who wrote the Pentateuch? What is the Pentateuch? The prophet Daniel prayed and fasted for 21 days. During that time of prayer, he encountered strong opposition. Who was opposing him in prayer? So those are kind of like some of the questions that you would get in class for the assessment test for your very first day. Yes, you said the test wasn't hard. No, for Prophecy 100, Renee, no, the test definitely wasn't hard. I felt in Prophecy 100, out of those 50 questions, people should know it. I mean, at least half, just right off the bat, 25 of them, just right off the bat, you should be able to answer with no problem, without looking them up. Oh, Teresa, you said I didn't realize that it was open book. Those kids were so loud outside, I must have missed that part. Oh, I hate that, Teresa. Yes, it's definitely open book. I wasn't trying to test your knowledge as far as, total recall, but if with open book, think about it. When we're in regular, secular classes, you got to just about know where to go get the answer, even an open book. So if you're completely lost, it could take you forever trying to find an answer for one question. You're eating up time in a time test. So, but yeah, if you know just about where to go, what book of the Bible to go to, if I were to ask you, what are the 4 levels of darkness? If you don't know exactly what they are, you should be able to know the book. So if Ephesians is the book. So if you know Ephesians, then you can thumb through it, and find it. Hey, Teresa Walker. Oh, Prophet Teresa. Hey, honey. I just happened to see your picture. I'm like, oh, that's the other Teresa. Hey, Prophet. So the classes started last week. If you still want to be in the classes, you said, I think I need to study my Bible knowledge more. Shame. Because of the questions that I was throwing out there, Cheryl, right quick. Yeah, but don't feel bad. Listen, and one, I got to correct something, because I told you guys that are in Prophecy 100, you'll know what I'm talking about. You told me the answer was Matthias, and I said, no, it's Micaiah. No, you were right. It's Matthias. I had it mixed up. I was thinking about something else, and we'll go through that in the morning. But once we go through this assessment test tomorrow, and then we start in the class, you don't have any more tests until the final day. So I only do 2 testings, one on the first day and then a final on the last day. Excuse me. So you do an assessment test in the beginning, and then you do a final at the end. And we learn so much together. I mean, we really, really learn a lot. You said it was a really good review. I'm so excited for the next class. Yes, Teresa. I mean, the assessment tests are great because they're all over the board. You know, all the different questions that I asked, they were, as you all know, they were everywhere. And um, the intermediate class is tougher. I mean, like another question was, what was the conclave in the ecclesia? A, was it a mountain in Babylon? B, a session held to vote on the replacement of the church's highest office? Or C, a 7-day conference held by the bishops of several regions? So you have to know which one that is, even with multiple choice. um, People missed what was King Jeroboam an evil king or a righteous king, and was King Jehoram an evil king or a righteous king? Both of them were evil. Both of them were evil, and some people said, you know, one was righteous. Another one that tripped people up is I asked, was Jeremiah a priest? Almost everybody said no, he was a prophet. I said Jeremiah was a prophet and a priest. So it wasn't intended to be a trick question, but it turned out that it tripped everybody up. Cheryl, you said shame, shame, shame. You too funny. Um, I'm glad, Anaya. You said you learned a lot just on the first day. Adam, you got your hand over your face. It's too funny. But yeah, I mean the classes they're a lot of fun. They really are really good classes. And you guys, when you do Monday night, when we have the Monday night, I'm going to say Monday Night Live, Lord, when we have the final test for the class of the prophet on Monday night at 7, it's not at 7:30. It's not going to be hard. I mean, you can breathe a sigh of relief because every question is multiple choice, like I said before. So you don't have to go, you know, trying to find answers. And it's only 35 questions on the final. It's not 50. And I'm not going to time the final. So I'm going to just give the final to everybody and turn your cameras off. And when you're done, you can turn your camera back on. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have been in classes like that, prophetic classes, and I just hate testing. And that puts pressure on you. Even though it's not time, you don't want to be the last one to get done. And I remember I was the second to the last person to get done in my class when we had our final for the office of the prophet. I was just, oh God. Oh, Renee, you said hallelujah because Adam, you talk about thank you, Jesus. Yes, I'm not going to time you. I'm not. I'm just going to give it to you, and you take your time. And yeah, and when you're done, you're done. And then I will grade it, and then that's it. You guys will be done. That'll be the end of your class, y'all. I'm telling you that the class of the prophet intermediate level, that y'all's class was, man, I enjoyed that class. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy these new ones, but we just got started. But y'all, we had some great conversation in that class. Oh my gosh, amazing. Hey, Prophet Cherise. Yeah, I'm just on here telling everybody about tomorrow, the classes, and reminding everybody. Hey, I don't want, what should I call you? Prophet Cheryl? You're a prophet, right? You said that's dope. Yeah, I know, Adam. It was so much fun. We were talking about so much stuff. But then, Adam, I was telling them, did you get in on that post that I put up yesterday? Even your pastor had something to say about when I said men don't open it. Why don't so many men not open car doors for women to get out the car anymore? Were you on that post last night? There's like 149 people have hit that post so far, which is really low because I've had as many as 1,800 people watch my lives. But I'm just saying, I'll be taking the next class as well. Okay, great. Were you on there? Did you see that, Adam? Not touching it. You said not touching it with a 20-foot pole. Okay, yeah, because when Mike answered, he said, and that's my final answer. I don't know if he saw it, but somebody responded to him and got really smart. I said, ooh, I didn't even touch it. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's people in Detroit, Chicago. I'm trying to think of where else, Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, different. There's a lot of people. Oh, Renee, you said I saw it too. Yes, I didn't see it until today. Hey, Stacy, I didn't see it till today. Prophet Stacy, I was talking about your class in the morning. That you guys don't forget you're intermediate level, so you are 11 o'clock tomorrow, and we're going to be going over the assessment test tomorrow, and then launch right into the class. Hey, Prophet Sharice, I said hi to you. I don't think you heard me, but anyway, I just like I didn't see her response to him until today, and she had put it down there last night. I said, "Ooh, we." But there's some people that wrote a book, and I'm like, "Oh man!" I think I said that earlier in a little bit tonight that they had wrote a book. Hey, Leonie, good to see you, hon. See you in the morning in class. Yeah, I'm just on here reminding everybody about class and was kind of giving them people that don't know, um, giving them a heads up of what the class is, about how the very first day of class is an assessment test, and then we launch in from there. And it's the class is just really you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot tomorrow for Prophecy 100. We're going to talk about divination versus the office. We're going to be talking a lot about what happens between witches, warlocks, and the righteous, the office of the prophet, the witchcraft versus the office, different things that can contaminate your spirit. We're going to talk about things that may have happened to you when you were a child that you don't know, that's still contaminating your dream state that you need to cleanse. There's some things that you may be suffering from as far as trauma is concerned that will absolutely affect your prophetic delivery with people. You can end up hitting a brick wall because of it. So it's very, very important that you clean out your prophetic stream. So we're going to be talking about that. Things that you may have unknowingly gotten involved in and has contaminated your spirit, contaminated your dream state even. You said the girls and I were just discussing how your responses were so eloquent, open, valid points. We loved it. Oh, thank you, hon. I mean, just like I will say, how can I put this? Um, hmm. I had a conversation with a person. I'll put it like that. I had a conversation with a person. And just so you know, I don't expose anybody that's on here that follows me on Monday Night Live. My classes, none of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. The preachers get up in there and preach about your business after you had a meeting with them. Not all preachers, but I've had that experience, and I'm sure a lot of other people can relate. But so I just kind of do that disclaimer to let you know, no, when I tell you I've had a conversation, it's really way out of the realm of anybody knowing. So I had a conversation with someone and they were talking about how this person went to a tarot card reader to get some answers. And when they got the answers, some things started happening in their life afterwards. And so it's so important to know the doors that you're opening or the portals that you're opening when you're ignorantly doing things that you think is, there's nothing wrong with it. Just like going to a reflexologist, and they're telling you, well, I'm going to take your foot and I'm going to press on these certain points to affect your liver and your kidney. That's witchcraft. And then you're opening yourself up to stuff. It's just like going somewhere and someone's using crystals on your body. You got to be really careful. So that's why I tell people when it comes to intimate personal services that you're having done, be careful, who you let touch you, who you let minister to you, who you let lay hands on you. It's very important to know. You said, Adam, taking your class really helped me. I was able to give some teenagers a word that was accurate. Oh, great. And being able to flow in the word of knowledge, been a blessing. And I just really thank God. Amen. And I will say this, and you're on here tonight, so I will not call your name, but this is very, very generic. What I'm getting ready to say is that I had someone send me a DM and ask me how could they activate their gift. And I said, well, I tell you what we did when, oh my God, 25 years ago now, When we would all get together and go out for dinner in restaurants, we prophesied to the wait staff. That's how we practiced. And I said, but beware, because everybody is not receptive to that. And now I would say it's easier now because the sign of the times have leaned so much towards spirituality. I'm trying to think of how I say the word. You know, everybody's saging and crystals and all kind of everything but God. So it's like if you speak to someone that's waiting on your table, you know, there's a way to say it. I know, Alexis. When you said you're still on, I thought you said a quick live. It's supposed to be quick. How long have I been on? I don't even know. How long? I've been on 30 minutes. Oh my God, I didn't intend for it to be this long, really. But you have to. There's a way you have to say it. You know, like and you have to know who you can give a word to. You can't prophesy to every waiter and waitress. It just don't work that way. Bartenders, if you're sitting at the bar getting a Coke or pop, whatever, I'm trying, and you want to prophesy to the bartender, they're really open because they act like they're, you know, therapists themselves. So they are really open. But I would just usually say, okay, let me tell you, I'll give it to you like this. The example that I gave her when I was talking to her about it, I was at the gym a few months back, and I don't try to, I mean, I'm at the point, I don't be trying to look for people to prophesy to in public. I don't do that. But back then I was. This is what I was explaining to her. This is how you can activate your gift. But if it falls on me, I'm going to give it because I know this is God's really wanting it to happen. So I went into the gym, wasn't thinking about no ministry, getting ready to get my weights, getting ready to get on the bench, da da da. And as soon as I walked past this guy, boom, the prophetic activated. And it was a word about his job. And he was in the middle of a negotiation for a new position. And he was really worried about it. And so the Lord had given me a word to give to him about where he was getting ready to go and the elevation that was getting ready to happen. So what I did was I went up to him and I said, okay, let me just say this. I do not do this. Okay. So I don't want you to think that I'm some kook, and I'm not a psychic, and I'm not I'm not a witch or, into any of that crazy stuff. I said, I'm a minister, and I was walking past you and I heard a word from God for you. Would you mind if I give it to you? And he said, by all means. So the way I said it that way, he was receptive, and then I released it. So I would say to you, you guys that are listening to me that want to practice in restaurants are typically a good place, but you got to know, just pray and ask the Holy Ghost, you just to point out somebody that, would be receptive. And then you have to have an intro that's going to make them say, sure, I want to hear. I mean, me and Kay was on the rooftop, and she ministered to the girl. It was fantastic. She ministered to our waitress, and it was amazing, absolutely amazing. And she was like so thankful. So yeah, that's what I tell everybody. So anyway, y'all, I said, like Alexis, like you said, I thought you said it was gonna be quick. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I had said that if I did get a prophetic word, I was going to release it before I got off of here. You didn't answer me, Cheryl, when I said, aren't you a prophet? Cheryl, aren't you a prophet? I know, Tarkisha, I do love y'all. I missed y'all. That's why I popped on here tonight. I'm like, oh my God, I ain't been on. I missed Monday Night Live. I won't be on this coming Monday. That's another thing. Remember, I won't be on this coming Monday, but I'll be back the following Monday. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come on here right quick and just tell you about, even though it wasn't quick for the third time, and tell you guys about the classes and stuff. So if you're interested, please email me at juneallison54@gmail.com or DM me. Okay. Renee, you said, I asked God in my AM prayer who he wants me to talk to today. Yeah, absolutely. So DM me if you want to get in on the class, because tomorrow is only tomorrow is the really official first class, because the other one was an assessment. And what I did with Adam and Kaya and a couple of other people was I let them make up the assessment on a weekday. We ended up doing, I think, on a Wednesday night or something. Wednesday night or Friday night. I don't remember, Adam, one of the two. And so I would do that for any of you all that wanted to hop in and get in. I know, Cynthia, a pop-up to get in on the class. So just let me know. You can DM me. I don't I don't know. You know what, Cheryl? I don't know. I've been with you for years and years, and I've never really worked with you in that capacity to say that I think that you are. But I'm sure you have. I'm sure you can prophesy. Have you ever prophesied to anybody? I mean, me and you have never worked in that capacity together. Me and you've always worked with the women's, groups and stuff, with women ministries, with the women ministry. So, okay, then start practicing. Activate. What Timothy say? Stir up the gift that is within you. I just read that today. Stir up your gift. Activate your gift. And one thing I will tell you all that are new, God has mercy on novices and brand new people, meaning that you're always on. That's what I was telling the young lady that I was talking to about practicing in the restaurant. You're always accurate. That's so wonderful in the beginning. I mean, because he wants you to be encouraged. And so every time you get that unction that you're supposed to prophesy, it's going to be 100% on. Teresa, you said, anytime I've been out in a public space and someone has given me a word, the Holy Spirit has always confirmed with me that a prophetic word was coming. Great. Awesome. Yes, Anaya, don't stop. So, yeah, I mean, but then like I was telling, I almost feel like you're like my play daughter. When I was talking to her and I said, I went up to this one table in the restaurant to people I knew. And the aunt said, get away from us. You're a witch. And I knew them. And I was just taken back. Now, I knew the kids, but the aunt didn't really know me. But I knew the kids and their mother and their father extremely well. I had worked with their mother for over 20 years. But the aunt had the kids out for dinner. The mother had just died. So I don't know what was going on. But when she said, get away from us, you're a witch, I almost choked. So you have to be sure that, you've gotten the okay. And I did not really vet that thing out. I didn't really do what I should have done. I just assumed that I could walk up and start talking about God because I knew the kids, and that wasn't the case. So anyway, y'all, that's it. I'm going to get off of here. It's like I really miss you all. It's like I don't want to go. I can't even believe it's almost 40 minutes already. I tried to make this a Monday Night Live, but I'm getting ready to go for real. Like I said, if you guys want to get in on the class, then DM me or email me, okay? All right. You said you made a mistake and gave a word last Sunday in church. By the time I got home, got corrected. Ooh, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. And you got to have a thick skin, because people will hurt your feelings. And you can be on, but because it's an embarrassing word and you may not should have given it, people will say that you're off. And then that's humbling, and then you got that struggle. So, yeah. Yep. See you tomorrow, Leonie. All right, you guys, I'm gone. This is my second close. I ain't gonna do a third one. I'm getting ready to go out. Love this tonight. Thank you. Love you too, honey. Thank you, Camille. Love you all. I'm gone. Good night.